Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Coming right back at you with another part of this series, bringing you the truth, bringing you the reality of the evil world that we are living under. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that our people have been worked. People are kind of late to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Our people are late to the game. Now, what's the game? What is the distraction? The word systematic racism. Ladies and gentlemen, I can prove to you without a shadow of a doubt, these are just distraction words. While our people, God's people, are being worked up. They are being riled up for self-destruction. Believe it or not. And this has been the case throughout our history. Let me give you two examples. Actually, I could give you a whole bunch of examples. But let me give you from Babylon to the Roman Empire. In fact, look what the Aztec did to each other in Mexico. They literally destroyed themselves, worshiping a god, which is actually was the devil. See, the devil has been laughing at human creation for the longest. Okay? That is a reality. Okay? He has been laughing and mocking humanity on top of what he incited humans to do in the first place, which was nobody wants to talk about this, which was go against our Creator, just like he did. See, misery loves company, and in this battle, straight up and down, plain and simple, it's a spiritual battle. You're wasting your time if you belong to some organization, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, whatever organization that you are going to self-destruct. You are get ready for the slaughter where you be the one dying. The reason our people have been suffering is not because of the white man. I gave you on my last video, I gave you an example as to what it is exactly that we have been doing. We have been rebelling against our Creator. So we're going to call our Creator the Almighty, the Great I Am, God. So people call Him God. Which, if you turn around, means dog in reverse. The Mayans, they worship the same God as the Aztec, the Aztec Empire did. The Mayan call him the Kukulkan. They were sun worshippers. Okay? So, having said that, we are under a spell. They have played with our emotions. They have been the trick throughout human history. We are living under the curses of our Creator. White men didn't do this. And the white man, the people that are on top, that actually worship, whom people call Illuminati, people call whatever, secret societies, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. And my Creator doesn't care, because they are Satan's disciples. That is a reality, straight up and down. In fact, in Chicago, there is a gang called Satan's Disciple. Can you believe this? We are the clowns of the we are the clowns of the clowns. We are ridiculous. You talk about you want to tear down the system. You're not going to find any peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Give me a freaking break. You're not going to find no justice and no peace until you know what the heck you're talking about. Until you know. But of course, we all know that this organization are being worked by men of renown, just like it was in Noah's time before the flood, before humanity was destroyed by a flood, and only eight people survived. Noah, his wife, his three sons, and their wives. That was the human continuation, like a sad saga. And we went back right back to where we started from. We are disgustingly living in sin. We are being worked. In fact, before I continue reading on Deuteronomy 28, I'm going to go to a verse which has always, and now more than ever, reflect our own circumstances and our own demise through our history. But today more than ever. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 13. I think I know these verses by heart. See, I've been reading the Bible for many, many years. So I've read the whole Bible many times over. And I know it is a book of truth. I know a lot of people out there think, oh no, the Bible was a book written by the Illuminati or by the Freemason. It's a Masonic book to control the masses. Yo, it's up to you. You believe whatever heck you want. But you got to understand, you are either on the side of God or you are either on the side of Satan, the devil. There's no middle ground here. And soon you're going to have to make that decision. Hopefully you will make that decision today by getting down on your knees and praying to the great I am, to their creator. And ask God to forgive your sins and obey his 10 commandments, which are right behind me. Okay? Now right behind me. All right, let us go to Isaiah chapter 5. Okay, here we go. And God is talking to his people. The people that came out of the 12 sons of Jacob, who were spread all over the world. Let us go. Chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished. And the multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure. And their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. Listen to me. 15. And the mean men shall be brought down, and the mighty men shall be humble, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humble. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. So there is telling you what? That since we have been worked and we have allowed ourselves to be worked in the lack of knowledge, therefore we are suffering. Believe me, I work for the government. And the government, since the government doesn't have any clues, okay, doesn't have any clue in terms of the problems that are out there that we are having, and why. They just help people out on a superficial level. It's like a doctor. You go to a doctor, the doctor is not going to give you the cure because you're not going, these people are not going to go back to the doctor if they cure. So it's not in the doctor's best interest to get a cure. And the same thing with this pandemic. What a joke. In fact, this pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, is another way. So we got double whammy. Okay? We have been worked, we have been worked twice just in this last few months. Do your studies, do your research. The people that are suffering the most with this pandemic are God's people. Yes, the blacks, the Hispanics, the Native Americans, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying that. You cannot make this stuff up. Even before they said it on the mainstream media, I already knew that because I already knew the purpose of it. Remember, I gave you an example the other day. Okay? That the Emperor Nero, back in the Roman Empire, started a fire, and he blamed it on who? The Christians, God's people. God's true Christians, not the fake Christians since today, because the religions, like my friend, even the word itself is telling you, religion, a realignment of the religions which are demons. All the religions in this world, with no exception, are under the Roman Catholic Church. Why do you think they are called Protestant? But they are coming back to mama very soon. Even the Islamic religion is making deal, have always made deal with the Roman Catholic Church. Because the Roman Catholic Church, ladies and gentlemen, Islam, the Islamic religion, came out of the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church created the Islamic faith. You know why? The Islamic belief, working what they consider the Prophet Muhammad. There's only one prophet, and those are God's prophet. No man can call himself a prophet. Okay, so anyway, here it is. They worked this young man. They worked Mr. Muhammad. They worked him up. They pumped him up. Okay? Now you may ask, well, Ruben, what is the purpose of the Roman Catholic Church creating the Islamic faith? Well, are you blind? Are you stupid? Don't you see that there's always been a war, an eternal war, even until God returned to this earth, to his earth? Actually, he's already here. He's just going to reveal himself soon. This is his planet. This is his place. Everything that's on it or that walks around, that walks upon it, is his. All the gold, all the diamond, everything is his. All the rubies, you name it. But haven't you seen what's been happening throughout history? There's been a constant battle between the Islamic. You saw that in the Ottoman Empire. Okay? Which was which back in I believe it was to 1922 or 1920, that's when the Ottoman Empire stopped existence. It came to its end. Ladies and gentlemen, please. There's always been a war between the Islamic faith and Christians because they have been worked. But the Christians that have been worked, okay, the Christians that they're killing are not truly God's people. They are just the result of working of the Roman Catholic Church. Now you may say, wait, Ruben, then what's going on? Well, if you condition people, psychologically condition people to attack anybody that disagree with your views or your faith and to destroy them, call them infidels or whatever, my friend, they're going to attack everybody, including the real Christians, God's soldiers. But God, the only problem is for them is that God is going to be there to protect his true soldiers. All right, so that's the whole purpose. The Roman Catholic Church created many different religions, especially the Islamic faith, to make sure that there'll always be blood for their god Satan. Because that's the only way that they complete the Roman Catholic Church can please their Lucifer, their God. And by the way, Lucifer, that was his name when he was up in heaven. He's now called Satan, the dragon, that old serpent called the devil. But yet some religions still believe that they worship as Lucifer. They worship him as Lucifer. Okay, so let us go. Let us go to Deuteronomy 28 once again. Okay, so I'm going to start on verse 58. Deuteronomy 28, verse 58. And again, the people that are going to be punishing, the same people that are working our people today and bringing up all crazy, all types of craziness, of crazy organization to make sure that we die in the process. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, these are the same people, the descendants of Esau. Okay, because remember what I told you, that what his father told him. But in the end, we win. A lot of people make videos on YouTube and they're not sure what is the mark of the beast. In fact, I'm going to send you a link where this young man spills a lot of truth, but still he's unsure about, and I like his conviction on what he believes. So I want RTV, the young man that make this video, to understand that God is real, and the mark of the beast it's not a chip. A chip is just a means to an end. Okay. The real the real mark of the beast is which God are you going to worship? Right? Soon there's going to be Sunday law coming. It's not going to be Saturday anymore. Okay? And they're going to try to put it together with with global warming, which is another lie. Ladies and gentlemen, this world is full of so many psychologically operations full of lies, because this world is being run by the devil and its minions. Believe it or not. Let us go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 57. Actually 58, I'm sorry, verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God. 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and a lot of continents, and sore sicknesses, and of long continents. This pandemic. 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Pandemics. 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then in the book of the law, them will the Lord bring upon thee, until thou be destroyed. 62. And you shall be left few in numbers, whereas you was the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God. 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiceth over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord God will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and you shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. Now, this is, starting on 64, is the story of our people, of God's people. Because this has everything in this chapter has happened to us. Now, this is what it says. 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve all the gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Wood is what the Roman Catholic Church worship. Okay? A naked man and a cross, whom they call Jesus Christ. Which, by the way, is actually Caesar Borgia, the son of the 6th Pope. See how easily people have been worked? Since time immemorial, humanity have been worked. But in particular, God's people. Let us keep going. And the stone is what? Is what the Islamic religion practice. They go around this Kaaba 7 times clockwise, and they walk around 7 times counterclockwise. And then if you be blessed enough to get near the Kaaba or even inside, what you will find is a female, the shape of a female, ladies and gentlemen, of a female anatomy, and I mean the anatomy, the private parts, and you get to kiss it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's idolatry. So you see, and if you study the similarity between the Islamic faith and the Roman Catholic Church, you are not going to deny the fact that she is the mother of all religion, including the Islamic faith, Islamic religions. Okay? The video is about to stop, so let me read you the final verses. 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. Okay? And thou shalt fear day and night, and thou have none assurance of thy life. Isn't that how we live? Isn't that how we live? This is exactly how we live. If not, ask the people in Chicago. Ask the people in Baltimore. Ask the people in some of our countries in the continent of Africa, in Latin America. Okay? We are killing each other, ladies. If not in Mexico, where you go and your life is not sure whether you're going to come back, whether you're going to be kidnapped, shot at, or just like stray bullet, or just robbed. Let us go to, again, Deuteronomy 28. (36). And I'm going to read the same thing now. Let me read it to you real careful. 2 verses, or maybe 3. Let me see. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Once again, there you go. And isn't that exactly what we do? See, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. The enemy knows our history better than we know our own history. It's sad. We are blind, and he wants to make sure that he wants to keep us there in blind, because there he can control us. Knowledge is power, and he knows it. And the Roman Catholic Church knows very well between where the Arab people came out of, which came out of the first sons of Abraham, Ishmael, and then the second son that Abraham have, Isaac, with his wife. So the descendant of Isaac and the descendants of Ishmael, which are the Arabs, there's always been a constant battle. So that's how the Roman Catholic Church knows this history very well. So she worked the Ishmaelites to be on her side. Let's keep going. 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. Now, what's a byword? Nigger, Negroes, black people, all of that. For Spanish, I speaks, wetbacks. You understand? Hello. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget the purpose of these videos. The purpose of this video is to wake your ass up and understand what's happening in this world. Why, for instance, the rules are the strictest in God's where God's people live, like in Central South America, Africa. Why the rules are stricter the most? The Philippines, because these people that have pushed this pandemic, they control these nations in Latin America, Colombia, you name it, all over the place. They control this country's economy. And they know that God's people have always sold out. Okay? They always sell to the best buyer. That's why we are number one in prostitution. We are number one in drug trafficking. Okay? We are number one in gangs. We got the biggest gang in the world, which is MS-13. You think this is by coincidence? We have been worked. So Black Lives Matter, wake the hell up. And don't kill all these people. And by the way, don't bring these people down with you, but it's too late. Most of your organization is being pushed by white. I mean, look at the people in Portland. Such a ridiculous thing. So may God bless you. And there are more video coming. And I'm going to prove to you that the color of black and the color of white was a curse from God. But again, it's going to be a series of that.